is going on, everybody? It is your boy Bad Diggity Dizzle back with another New York Giants video. But at this point, you already know what I'm going to say, guys. If you could do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Ring the bell. Share this video out. And make sure you hit that like button because, hey, you know, YouTube is not notifying my subscribers. So please share the video out. And, hey, if you haven't followed me on Instagram and Twitter, links in the description. I will follow you back. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. The New York Giants, man, right in the thick of this division. Had a lot of fun watching the Philadelphia Eagles lose to the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. And obviously, I had some fun at their expense. It's been a long time since I could poke fun at the Cowboys or Eagles because, let's face it, they've won this division between them the last, I don't know how many years in a row. And, you know, the Giants hadn't beaten the Eagles in 4 years, and they still haven't beaten the Cowboys in 4 years. The Cowboys ain't what they were. The Cowboys are a bad team, and the Eagles are a bad team, and Washington's a bad team. And the Giants are, like I said, right in the thick of this division. So it was fun rooting against Philly and having them lose. It's fun watching them lose. It just is. But none of it means anything. It means zero. The New York Giants don't take care of business on Sunday against Cincinnati. A lot of Giants fans saying to me, Baddog, who are we rooting for on Thursday? Are we rooting for Dallas? Are we rooting for Washington? Number one, you don't ever root for Dallas unless it's going to absolutely help the Giants get into the playoffs. I don't care who they're playing. You root for Washington over Dallas any day, every day, twice on Sunday. Twice on Thursday this time. I would prefer Washington winning. I think Dallas has an easier schedule, and we own the tiebreaker with Washington. We play Dallas at the end of the year, which also gives us an advantage because if Dallas and us have the same record and we beat Dallas, we'll have a better divisional record and we win the tiebreaker that way. But honestly, I'm always rooting against Dallas. That's just what I do. I'm rooting for Washington, but I understand the point. It'd be nice if they both tied. Either way, one of those teams is going to have 4 wins. We have to take care of our own business. Cincinnati is not a good team. They're a young team, and they weren't a very good team. But Joe Burrow was having a nice season. Even with Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon, the two Joes there, they still weren't a very good team. There is no Joe Mixon. That is an enormous loss for Cincinnati. Joe Mixon is a very good all-around back. I loved him in Oklahoma. You always remember EDP saying, we could have had Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's a very good running back. That is a big loss. And I honestly think that's just as big of a loss as Joe Burrow. So there is no Joe Burrow. And there is no Joe Mixon. So this is a team without their number one quarterback and their number one running back, and a team that wasn't really good with them. The New York Giants are a team that has been playing much better as of late. They've been competitive in every game outside of San Francisco. And the Giants can't have a fiasco like they did have against San Francisco. This cannot happen. Cannot happen. All the Philadelphia losing, all the fun that we enjoyed watching them lose, won't mean anything. It'll mean absolutely zero if the New York Giants lose to Cincinnati. Beating Philadelphia like we did a couple weeks ago will mean nothing if we lose to Cincinnati. Everything that we've talked about the Giants turning the corner, about Daniel Jones, about this, about Jason Garrett, about Joe Judge, about the offensive line, about Wayne Gallman, about the defense, none of it will matter. You lose to Cincinnati, you lose all momentum. They're pretty much out of the playoff picture, the NFC's picture at that point, because your schedule only gets tougher. And you took a massive step backwards. Cannot happen. I don't know if the Giants overlooked San Francisco. I don't know exactly what happened in that game. They had their second, third, and fourth stringers in there, and they beat the holy hell out of us. But I'm going to tell you this. I've got the utmost confidence in Joe Judge. And there is no way in hell that happens again. We are coming out of a bye. We've had an extra week to prepare for this team. And the New York Giants are going to be ultra prepared for this game. There is no way Joe Judge is not prepared for the Cincinnati Bengals. The New York Giants have got to come out, and they got to do their things, man. That's just it. I know my man OGR Sports says, he always has that video on Saturday, I believe, 6 keys to the Giants winning. Well, I have half of that. There's 3 keys, and it's the same keys it is every week for the New York Giants. Get off the field on third down. Run the ball effectively. Win the turnover battle. You do those 3 things, it's a cakewalk. Plain and simple. Daniel Jones, I said a while back that Daniel Jones needs to have 3 games, 4 games in a row where he don't turn the ball over to let me know he's turning a corner. Now, he's made it 2 games in a row without it. He's played two really good games, two smart games against Washington and Philadelphia. And he needs to have another one. And the Giants need to run the ball the way they've been running it with Alfred Morris and Wayne Gallman. Daniel Jones doesn't need to put up Russell Wilson numbers. He doesn't need to put up Pat Mahomes numbers. He doesn't need to put up Justin Herbert numbers. What Daniel Jones needs to do is be good enough. That's it. We don't need him trying to be a hero. Just make the plays that are there to be made. That's it. That's simple. Don't force something. Don't try to do something that's not there. Just make the plays. When they're there to be made, make them. Very simple. Giants need to continue to run the ball. The RPO is effective when you run the ball. The play action is effective when you run the ball. It brings the linebackers up. It allows receivers to come in there. It allows the middle of the field to be wide open. It also wears down the opposing defense. I have a feeling that the New York Giants are going to win this game handily. Now, I never say that because the Giants don't ever win handily. It's a team we should beat. We can't take them lightly. That's for sure. We can't go in there thinking, oh, it's Cincinnati. Well, Joe Burrow, no Joe Mixon. We got this on lockdown. We don't even need to try. No, you need to try extra hard. You need to act like this is a playoff game. You need to go out there and execute the way you've executed the last two games. You can't let up at any point on Cincinnati. At any point. You can't allow that team to feel like they're in the game at any point. You need to come out and punch them right in the mouth and let them know you need business, and then do that for the next 60 minutes of the game. Plain and simple. For 60 minutes, just like you did against Philadelphia. 60 minutes. Set the tone just like you did against Philadelphia with a good first drive, nice mix of run and pass, score 7. And then let your defense do what they've been doing. Forcing turnovers, getting sacks, getting pressures. Can't let Cincinnati run the ball the way Philadelphia did. Got to do better on that. This New York Giant team, though, like I said, I have a great feeling about this game. It's fun right now. We're not a good team, but the fact that we're right in the middle of this thing makes it a lot of fun. We are actually playing meaningful football after Thanksgiving. We have not had a meaningful game after Thanksgiving since 2016. But if we don't win this game, none of it matters. The New York Giants have got to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. They've got to come out with ferocity, intensity, and they got to know that they got to win this game. And they need to play like that for 60 minutes. Play with desperation. That's really all there is to it. Win the game. That's it. You know, Joe Judge had his little press conference that says, off the bye week goals. I commented right on the New York Giants page. Off the bye week goals, win. There's one goal, win. There are no other goals. You have one goal, win. Get it done. Move to 4 wins because at the very least, you're tied with Washington or Dallas. Philadelphia's got a very tough schedule. They got the toughest schedule of any of us going forward. Don't go backwards, Giants. No 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Continue to move forward. Continue to grind out W's. Continue to gain confidence and beat the teams you should beat. With Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon, I still think that we could have beat Cincinnati, but there's definitely a good possibility they could have beat us with those two guys in there too. Without them, no excuses. Get a W. Get out of there. Let's go to 4-7 and move on to the next game. Till next time, guys, which I think is Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. Until next time, guys, it's the Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I'm gone. Peace!